This is the Madden Championship Series from USAA Stadium. As the official salute to service partner of Madden and the NFL, USAA is proud to serve the military community and their families. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, we are about set for kickoff. Greg, talking to the coaches all week, we're so curious to see what's going to play out here at the start of this one.
And ideally, I think each of these teams is thinking, okay, we think this is how the game's going to unfold. This is our plan. This is how we're going to go attack. And if that's the case, great. But very rarely does that happen, Mike. So it's really the team that makes the best adjustments in real time, in between possessions, in between snaps. The team that adjusts the fastest and the most efficiently, they're the ones that come the end of the game, they tend to have the advantage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. 17 yards on that connection. 1st down, Indianapolis. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8. To throw is Jackson. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Jackson now on 2nd down. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They send Edwards in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here's the toss as they look to run. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan in the toss. Healthy gain, and they pick up the first down.
It's first down, and they'll run. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He'll drop to throw. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Let's go. Back to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Here's a designed run. He fumbled the football. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. They'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Texans will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. First and 10. Throwing Jackson. That's the NFL interception king, Paul Krause. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, what this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth, he certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Throwing right, it's taken in. 13 pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another first down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
To the ground, a first down run. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
On second down, they'll run. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point and go for 2. Handoff here, up the middle, and he will get into the end zone and bump the lead up by 2 more. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now, Jackson. This one into the hands of Beckham. And he'll be brought down. What will... Jackson now to throw on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did.
This one intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. Second half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick 6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. A 1st down throw for Jackson. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Jackson looking to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the 4th quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. Now it's Jackson. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion. Ball over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. Here's a run. A dive, and he's in. Touchdown, Texans. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. That'll be taken in by Spiller. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
To the air one more time with Jackson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion.
I caught you red-handed. Red lips on some that ain't mine. Cause girl, you and I don't wanna waste my time. Looking in your eyes, baby, I don't even see you. Running around like you don't even wanna be. I know the story, baby, I want a confession. I got one question, what would you do to you? Would you love you, would you leave you out to dry? Would you lie, say that running don't cross your mind? And tell me, baby, would you drive you crazy? What would you do? What would you do to you? Knowing you set the whole damn house on fire. Knowing you wouldn't.
This is the Madden Championship Series from USAA Stadium. As the official salute to service partner of Madden and the NFL, USAA is proud to serve the military community and their families. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Darnold going to throw right away. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Play action. It's Darnold. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here's 2nd and 10. Darnold to throw again. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Darnold. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. There he goes right side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Paul Krause. And the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. We talked about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll give to Falk up the middle. He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for him. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they'll throw with Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. He'll find his running back. It's Emmitt Smith. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Emmitt Smith, 34 yards. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 30-yard line, 2nd and 12. Here's Darnold. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. That is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They snap it, they're going for it. Here's Darnold. He's going to let it go again. And it's incomplete. They cannot...
Since birth, I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. And if for that commanded, ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been founded, yo. I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in the music. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a million. I'm born in a million. Born in a million. Born in a million. All right now. You with me? I said, are you with me? Wake up to see my brand new horizon. The world's in my hands and the sun's tantalizing. Grab hold of mine if you want some good time. And it's been too long and you need some unwinding. Woo! Shake it low. The new sound has been found. And yo, I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a million. I'm born in a million. Just don't stop. Born in a million. Born in a million.
How was your birthday at work, honey? It was great. What did you learn? What did you do? You didn't learn nothing?
Go and dump your stuff off.
Did you learn your new route?
Yes, I did.
How was it? Why don't you go happy, baby? I don't remember telling you to stay.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and as we look at this matchup, every time there's something different to focus on. So I'll just ask you, what do you see here in this one?
Well, Rembrandt, you've given me a pretty blank canvas to focus on, haven't you?
Yeah.
Where do you think I'm going to go with this?
Secondary?
You know me well, right? In a game like this, it's always about the secondary. Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Did you make it to work on tomorrow? Huh? Do you got work tomorrow? Huh? So tomorrow you're going to leave at 7?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They didn't give you direction?
They give me direction, but they see me now.
He'll get this to about the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. One follow-up big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Yeah, I'm working the whole week.
Oh, you're working the whole week? So the weekend too?
I'm working tomorrow. We'll see about Friday.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Manning. Escaping the pressure right.
Yeah,
that is caught. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 30-yard line. A give to Smith out of the gun. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback. They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there.
Nice to black folks. When I say bring me back 25, that's what I mean. Bring me back 25.
Manning.
If you're an inch, take a yard.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll try the right side here with Smith. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to come to some ground to go make the play.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might walk one over his head.
No, I was all over the place.
Picked off by Julian Blackman.
He came down here.
I was right down the street.
Once again at their own
somebody showed you.
25-yard line.
Yeah,
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his
stuff
caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along.
Waterbury,
I give a little nod of respect across the field for that one.
Bristol,
and let him know he'll be back the very next
Southington.
series.
A carry for a Cowboy legend. How strange is this? It's Emmitt Smith. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Boy, it is hard for me to get adjusted to look down onto this field here in Dallas and see Emmitt Smith in another uniform.
I really don't know how you can make the connection work. I mean, how does that happen, right? You're so used to seeing that star on the side of his helmet, the number 22 with the white jersey and blue numerals. No, it's really difficult to watch.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Gosh, he winds up getting 8 there. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Pretty much, I'll say about
to start quarter 2.
Majority of people, pretty much people over 30.
Coming up.
Turkey going to be cooked tomorrow.
How's that?
They run up the middle with Emmett.
You gotta work
got
on.
blown up. Losing yardage on the play back
No,
at the
third.
44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Yeah, what up?
Run, worked out well. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Open man downfield is Johnson. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Manning gonna throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman. Pushing his way through. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. All right, Charles, quick Emmitt Smith story. You've heard of the Madden video game, right?
I have heard of the Madden video game, well, no doubt about it.
The legend goes that Coach Madden said players used to come up to him all the time and complain that their ratings were too low. The only person, though, that came up and said, hey, mine's too high, Emmitt Smith.
You're kidding.
How can you rate Emmitt Smith too high? That's the question.
Boy, talk about humble. That's taking modesty to a new level.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw, it's Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
This 2nd and 4. Inside handoff, Smith. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Here's Breeze. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Here's a 2nd and 5. Brees going to throw. That'll be caught by Hester. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Now Brees. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Now a play fake. Brees sliding out of the pocket. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So the defense able to force the interception and the offense range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. 1 second, all that remains. He's going to take another shot here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Just 1 field goal and a tightly played first half as we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe making a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They'll stay on the ground with him. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Emmitt Smith, the ageless wonder, showing that he still has the strength, the body to fight those tacklers off.
Hard to get down. I liken him off into a crafty pitcher. who has a lot of stuff, right? Throw the curveball, off speed, there comes the fastball, slider, changeup, always changing speeds, changing locations. He was that way when you tried to tackle him. One time you get the shoulder pads, the next time you miss entirely. You never knew what he was going to do. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against him.
A give up the middle, it's Emmett. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here comes third in the length of the football. They'll try and run for it with Emmett. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. That is caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you want.
What's the word? Put that on my mama. 8 in the process. Trying to tippy-toe through the progress. Tongue-tied when the truth is an object. What's the pros and the cons of this next check? Wasn't nobody round, I was independent. In a 97 bomb with the windows tinted. Heard a bomb got in the party. Who the like this in the party? Them up. Them up. Them up. Them up. I was self-run to put it to the side. Mama had to cater for the coupe that we rode after school on the way to Popeyes. And wanna play both sides, it's a red dot, don't get on the wrong red eye. It's a headshot, they became woo them guys. Round them, 2 of them guys. I'm Paris, I'm France. I thought that I told you I need the advance. Put down your IG and look through my lens. 1 million to grandma, who did I offend? The girl of your dreams to me is a fan. I netted 10 million and did a little dance. I'm f***ing world. She told me that I had it. Respect them, where did he begin? Advice from the council, let nobody in. Been swearing through rumors, avoiding the trends. And ducking the loony that come with the shows. I'm grateful to Mammon, he opened up doors. They bunk on their tour bus to come and compose. I reach to the stars on my tippy toes. This greatest success, where most fold. I tell you my past, that don't get old. But how could you ask? Like I don't be writing my raps. The critics got everyone tapped. You gotta relax, the city where nobody sleeps. Just tap in and ask where I'm at.
Top 5 tonight. On your what's the name tonight. On your show's name tonight.
I am the Omega. PG Lane, Rolly Gay, SIE. Don't you address me unless you were 4 letters. I thought you known better. I've been ducking the pandemic. I've been social gimmicks. I've been ducking the overnight activists. Yeah, I'm not a trending topic. I'm a
hold on, y'all playing with me, man.
I am the Omega. PG Lane, Rolly Gang, SIE. Don't you address me unless it were 4 letters. I thought you knew better. I've been ducking the pandemic. I've been ducking the social gimmicks. I've been ducking the overnight activist. Yeah, I'm not a trending topic. I'm a prophet. I answer to Metatron, Nick Gabrielle.
Looking for a better me. I am a legacy. I come from the 70s. The Al Green, Offspring, and the melody, the big shot, wrist on cryotherapy.
Soon as I press that button, better get right like the emblem's coming.
Us two, when I like, he ain't been through nothing.
Day free, got at least one B in the oven.
I'm tripping, I'm jigging, my mental is
amazing, brother. Pop off only on occasion, brother.
Rich, mama know I made it, brother. Go figure, never caught cases, brother. Face it, brother. Gracious, brother. New flows coming, be patient, brother. Show my then take you out of class. I can multitask like Megan, brother.
2021 ain't taking no prisoner. Last year, y'all up all a listener. Who went platinum? I call that a visitor. Who the backing them? All been falsified. The facts mean this is a vaccine and the game need me to survive. The Elohim, the rebirth. Before you get to the Father, you gotta holler at me first. On top fives. That album, that single, burn that hard drive. Ain't nobody safe when I come up and everybody that's outside. Yeah, Kanye changed his life, but me, I'm still an old school Gemini. Let me jump in this.
Two phones, but I only bring one in this.
One daughter, but they all my sons in this.
No, get him done in this.
I'm scary, I got a in this. On top fives. Stop playing, I'm that guy.
That's cool, that's why.
Passport stamp, let's do the money dance. Back in, call your friend, now we in France. International man, tats on my hand. Take a trip with a pilot, I tell you when we land. You know I'm down with the whales, I beat by the sand. No sun, yeah, it's blowing in the wind. What you doing? We kung fu and I beat it up. They never heard me on the beat when it's speeded up. 100 racks on the plate, she gon' eat it up. Yeah, I'm all in, like all night. Throw the racks up, make it fall right. And if you take a shot, make sure you hold the ball right. 1-800, yeah, bad, my type. My type, yeah, it's my type. I love the way that she put it all on me. The best things don't come from free.
100 racks, she be dancing. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this bed. 100 racks, she can get this all night. All night. All night.
You can tell when it's Tokyo, it's all heat. Don't ride in the back, jump in the front seat. By the end of the night, she gon' love me. She don't even know me, she wanna hug me. It's a vision, little baby, I'm moving cozy. Most solid in the game. If you want something, gotta commit to it. This is something that gentle and slip to it. I can show you how to do it, take you right to it. Made in Wales and it got a twist to it. This ain't Big Sean, but I'm making good music. How you keep rhyming, man, I'm used to it. You should be too, I like it see-through. And if we dancing on the floor, I'ma need you. And if we dancing on the floor, I'ma need you.
100 racks, she be dancing. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this. Get this all night. All night. All night. 100 racks, she be dancing. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this bed. 100 racks, she get this all night. All night. All night.
Yeah.
Jumping that, jumping that, jumping that, jumping that 5, jumping that 5, jumping out with.